Welcome back to Hannity. So earlier today, President Trump held a meeting at the White House in honor of African American History Month. Now, the president spoke about the pressing needs of the African American community. Let's take a look.
We're going to need better schools, and we need them soon. We need more jobs. We need better wages, a lot better wages. We're going to work very hard in the inner city. Ben's going to be doing that. Big league. Big time. It's one of his big things that we're going to be looking at. We need safer communities, and we're going to do that with law enforcement. We're going to make it safe. We're going to make it much better than it is right now. Right now, it's terrible.
And last night, I went one-on-one with Harvard University professor Dr. Cornel West about President Trump's plan to improve the country, inner cities, and much more. Take a look. All right, this is what I want to ask you. Because you and I have, you agreed that Obama was weak, that Obama was timid, and that Obama never got things done for people that you and I care about.
I wanted him to be more bold when it comes to defending poor and working people, as opposed to being bold defending Wall Street when no Wall Street executives go to jail.
Okay, but
for crimes that they
he had a prime opportunity. Now, since when he was president, lowest labor participation rate since the 70s, we had, what, 12 million more, 13 million more Americans on food stamps, 8 million more in poverty, lowest home ownership rate in 51 years.
He had a good record when it comes to producing jobs. The problem was that 94% of the jobs were low-paying, contingent, and precarious.
So you give me a hard time about Donald Trump, and I'm looking at Carrier, Ford, I'm looking at Alibaba, Fiat Chrysler, all these companies and others, Suncon, $7 billion investment. He's getting rid of 75% of regulation. He's dropping the corporate tax 15%. He's allowing multinational corporations to repatriate money at a very low rate, so they'll build factories and manufacturing centers. Now, those jobs are going to be in Detroit, Cleveland, Philly, Milwaukee. How great is that?
Well, one is that with the billionaires in his cabinet, with his pro-corporate policies in which the profit still must be so high as part of his incentives to bring them back. Yes, there may be more jobs.
What's wrong with profit?
Jobs? Well, when it's driven by a corporate greed, it doesn't allow workers to have jobs with a living wage. This is the problem.
Here's what I want.
Okay.
And this is where people ask, well, how are we good friends? We're good friends for this reason, because we have the same goal here. I am sick and tired of having the lowest labor participation rate, 50 million Americans in poverty, 43 million Americans on food stamps, and more because of Obama's policies. And you got a president now.
Well, it's not just Obama. It was Bush, it was Clinton, it goes all the way down.
Well, let's talk about the president. We got a president now that is doing everything he can do to get rid of regulations, lower taxes, to help businesses invest, build factories, manufacturing centers, and the pipes for the pipeline. And I would think Cornel West says, that's awesome, because those people need jobs.
No, but the problem is,
what?
You lower the taxes, you have fewer revenues going in to make sure that poor and working people are both treated.
No, you lower the taxes, the companies have more money to invest.
No,
they want to make money.
How many trillions of dollars have these corporations in the Cayman Islands and other places with lower taxes? That's tax evasion.
Wait a minute.
You think lowering taxes means that all that money is going to come back?
But have you heard about Trump?
No way.
Wait a minute. Trump is allowing multinational corporations to bring their money back at a very low rate, and with the purpose of incentivizing them to build here.
But he's already promising the lowering of the regulations. The regulations could mean what? Lower quality products?
No.
Yes, indeed. Lower regulations simply means corporate greed runs amok. Do you think the lower regulation of Wall Street is going to generate more economic development?
I'm not worried about Wall Street. You know what I'm worried about?
We ought to be worried about Wall Street.
Let me tell you what I'm worried about. How about those people in poverty, on food stamps, and out of work?
We want them. No, but there's a connection.
Did you ever get a job from a poor person?
Well, it depends on what the poor person was doing.
Name one time in your life you got a job from somebody that has no money.
Well, didn't have no money. I worked at McDonald's for a number of years, and the person who ran McDonald's didn't have too much money. No, when I'm talking about the person who was a manager who just
okay, not the manager, the owner of
Oh, you mean the owner of things? No, but no,
you didn't get a job.
No, but see, this is where your faith in capitalism that is unfettered is different than my critique of capitalism that believes that the priority ought to be important working people.
We just had an experiment with socialism, redistribution, spreading the wealth around, and what did we have? Millions more in poverty, millions more in food stamps. Why can't you understand socialism, redistribution does not work?
Well, let me tell you this. What has happened in the last 40 years is a massive redistribution of wealth from poor and working people to the well-to-do. When 25 years ago, the top 1% had about 28% of the wealth. Today, they got about 42% of the wealth. You know, that's redistribution upward.